Beautiful Kauai, also known as the Garden Isle. It's lush, vividly green, and quite a bit Jurassic Park looking. Or wait, it's the other way around. Kauai is Jurassic Park. Our last visit here was over 20 years ago, so we were keen to see it again. We stay at the Ponokai Resort, a condominium complex in the heart of Kapa Town on the Coconut Coast. It has a pleasant old-school look to it. It was also close to a lot of the hikes we wanted to do, so it was a great place to be for the first half of this trip. Kapa'a has a great lively main street, and we were within walking distance to a few coffee shops, restaurants, stores, and farmers markets. Everyone told us to expect traffic jams and general overdevelopment in Kauai since we'd been there last, but as it turns out, while we did see heavy traffic occasionally, luckily it was always in the opposite direction of where we were going. Just a tip, don't get sucked into the tourist trap destinations. Nothing is more annoying than finding identical coffee, rum, and local goodies cheaper at the Costco in Lihue and the local stores right here in town. We really didn't remember much from 20 years ago except for small things like Bubba's had the best burgers and the buttery cornbread at the Koki Lodge. We were really seeing it again for the first time. But hiking and beaches were mostly on our agenda here. The legendary Kalalau Trail isn't the only great hike, and there are many other fun ridge trails to explore, like the Sleeping Giant here. The trails were never crowded. The Ke'ala Hele Makale bike trail, which literally translates to the path that goes by the coast, is a fun 6-mile or 10-kilometer trail, and you can get to it right behind the Ponokai. It's wide, fully paved, and completely safe except for those metal barrier posts on the bridges that seem to attract my bike like a magnet. Let's just leave it at that. But you should definitely do it if you get the chance.
You were looking like a 90s Madonna, so I said, do you wanna? We could go crazy, no windows with the AC, get a little salty in your hair. You could bring a surfboard, throw it in the bag. You could take your time, baby, you know where I'm at. If you try finding me, I'll be rolling down the coast in my El Camino. I'd like my vibe to be constantly right here in front of me. Oh, no, it don't bother me. If you wanna see shawty, be my Topo Chico. Nowhere I'd rather be than rolling down the coast in my El Camino. In my El Camino. We could go crazy, no windows with the AC, get a little salty in our hair. You could bring a surfboard, throw it in the bag. You could take your time, baby, you know where I'm at. If you try finding me, I'll be rolling down the coast in my El Camino. I'd like my vibe to be constantly right here in front of me. Oh, no, it don't bother me. If you wanna see shawty, be my
Hiking the Kalalau Trail, though, was most definitely the highlight of this trip. Permits in hand, I'm so glad we booked 2 time slots to hike the trail, as it took us almost 7 hours to get to the Hanakapi'ai Falls and back to the trailhead. Granted, we trekked at turtle speed, stopping often, and enjoyed a relaxing lunch at the 300-foot waterfall. I would recommend packing water shoes or chacos for the many water crossings on this hike if you aren't a fan of hopping over large, slippery boulders and rocks. There are also many side trails, so if it looks a bit precarious, chances are you're probably off route. We hiked a short section of this trail in 1999 in flip-flops. Young and foolish for sure. The total distance was supposed to be 8 miles there and back, but I clocked a total of 10 miles as measured on my GPS. Our final stop on this trip was Waimea town on the western side of the island. We stayed in an historic sugar plantation cottage, fitting for the theme of this trip. The homes date back to the 1880s, with its humble beginnings as a sugarcane plantation. In 1992, the homes were restored and converted into vacation rentals. Ripe mangoes picked right off the trees on the plantation and lazy hammock snoozes by the beach were just the thing at the end of the day. A short drive away lies Waimea Canyon, also called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific by Mark Twain. From here you can see the back end of the Kalalau Trail on the Napali Coast. The hiking trails here all lead to great vistas. So did we find a bit of authentic Hawaii? I think so. Now that we're back in Toronto, I'm already craving another slice of Hawaii life.